Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Fan Punched After Asking for Picture. Let's look at language focus. 1번. Regardless, the fan did not pose a threat and there was no need to hit him. As we can see, I've highlighted there was no need to. So we use there is no need to express that an action is unnecessary. It often implies that the action is not just unnecessary but also undesirable. There is no need to는 할 필요가 없다는 의미로 사용되는 표현입니다. So, in this situation, there was no need to hit him, so this was unnecessary. Or another example, there is no need to get angry at other drivers on the road, just focus on driving safely. I get angry at drivers all the time. 도로에서 다른 운전자에게 화낼 필요 없어요. 그냥 안전하게 운전하는데 집중하세요. It's hard not to get angry at other drivers though. It really is. Okay, next example. It's fine to correct kids when they do something wrong, but there's no need to shout at them. 아이들이 잘못했을 때 꽂히는 것은 괜찮지만 그들에게 소리 지를 필요는 없어요. Yes, I think you can raise your voice. Shouting at them directly in a violent way, I don't think is necessary. I think there's no need to shout at them in a violent way. Alright, 2번 now. She says he is a friend of a co-worker. And she had never met him before that night. Okay, we're going to simply look at the word had. We use had with the past participle to express past in past situation. It is often used with already or never. So, had는 영어에서 여러 가지 용도 사용되는 동사입니다. So, we use this in many situations. So, in this situation, had는 동사의 과거형으로 have와 has의 과거형입니다. 과거에 어떤 일이 일어났음을 나타낼 때 사용됩니다. Example. Before I went to university, I had never heard about anybody, speak Korean. 대학교에 가기 전에 나는 아무도 한국어를 말하는 것을 들어본 적이 없었어요. Or, when Nick visited Costa Rica, he had already studied Spanish for many years. 닉이 코스타리카를 방문했을 때 그는 이미 수년 동안 스페인어를 공부했었어요. Alright, now let's look at the language focus quiz. 1번. There's no need to spend a lot of money on. So if we scroll back up, there's no need to express that the action is unnecessary. It often implies that the action is not just unnecessary, but also undesirable. So remember, we said 할 필요가 없다. So there's no need to spend lots of money on something I do, coffee. So 커피에 많은 돈을 쓸 필요 없어요. But I do. I spend so much money on coffee. In my opinion, there was no need to... fire Jane. 제 생각에는 제인을 해고할 필요가 없었어요. Okay, 3번. Before I had never... So remember, if we scroll back up, past in the past, so we said had는 동사의 과거형으로 have와 has의 과거형입니다. So before blah blah blah, I had never before, I don't know, my 30s, I had never skydived. I don't know. This is just an example. So 30대 이전에는 저는 한 번도 스카이다이빙을 해본 적이 없었어요. And when I was, or when I had already, when I was 18, I had already started living by myself. 제가 18살 때 저는 이미 혼자 살기 시작했어요. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. Have you ever heard of any other incidents where artists attacked or mistreated their fans? What happened? 아티스트가 팬을 공격하거나 학대한 다른 사건에 대해 들어본 적이 있나요? 그때 무슨 일이 있었나요? The only one I can remember that happened was Björk, who is a famous Icelandic singer, I think, who was in Japan, and a Japanese reporter was simply asking her a question, and Björk, the singer, attacked the Japanese reporter while all cameras were watching Björk. This was a very, very long time ago. This is going back like 30 years ago, maybe longer. That's the only famous incident or infamous incident that I remember. But there are many situations where celebrities mistreat their fans. It's not an unusual thing. But at the end of the day, you know, it's hard to say who's right and who's wrong. Like, people who are celebrities will say, oh, we're people too. We're just people. And then others would say, well, your fans are what made you who you are, so therefore you should appreciate them. It's hard to really take sides, in my opinion. 2번. In the last paragraph, the author suggests that it is a sign of problems if a person is repeatedly involved in late-night drama in adult life. Do you agree? Or do you think this is just something that happens due to bad luck? Explain. 마지막 단락에서 저자는 성인 생활에서 반복적으로 늦은 밤에 드라마에 연루되는 것이 문제의 징후라고 제시합니다. 이에 동의하시나요? 아니면 이것이 단지 불운으로 발생하는 일이라고 생각하시나요? Yeah, I think anyone who, to be honest with you, in my honest opinion, if you're over the age of 35 or 40, latest 40, and you're still out late night drinking, I think, like, I don't know, that I just think that is such a bad thing for your life. I think in Korea it's a bit different because you have hwaeshiks, and hwaeshiks are an event that happens where you have to drink a lot, right? For a lot of companies, not all companies. But yeah, I think if you're over a certain age, you should just stop drinking late at night and going out and partying and think you're cool. Because I just don't think it's cool at all. I mean, I'm 36, 37. And I have stopped doing that kind of stuff because, yeah, I might not be fun anymore. I might not be a fun guy. That's fine. I'm okay with being a very loser type of person. However, I think if you're out in your late 30s, early 40s and drinking and just causing trouble, I think you're a bigger loser than a person who just stays at home and sleeps. So that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if you're one of those people, but my opinion. You can complain if you'd like, but that's my opinion. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this class, and I'll see you on the next class.
Sucker punch.
Sucker punch.
Entourage.
Entourage.
Persistent.
Persistent.
Factor.
Factor.
Condemnation.
Condemnation.
Take someone's word for it.
Take someone's word for it.